Hi, Arya. It's Travis here, and welcome back to our adventures in Azeroth. Last episode, we went to Jadenar, which is a place where the Burning Legion likes to hang out, and we slayed 4 Jadenar hounds, 4 Jadenar guardsmen, 6 Jadenar adepts, and 6 Jadenar cultists. We did that for Greta Mosshoof to prove that we were not a part of the Burning Legion. So today, we are doing another quest for Greta Mosshoof. We're doing the quest Collection of the Corrupt Water. Deep within Jadenar lies Shadowhold, the main fortress of their corruption and evil. The Shadow Council has protective spells surrounding their lair in the form of braziers. If I am to find out any more information about our enemy through scrying, then those braziers must be extinguished. By doing so, I should be able to spy on the council and find out who leads them. If you can, take the canteen and fill it at the moon well in the center of Jadenar. Return to me afterwards. Take the empty canteen to the moon well in the center of Jadenar and fill it before returning to Greta Mosshoof and Felwood. Alright, well that sounds okay. Looks like we are going to head over to Jadenar. There's this warlock. This warlock, guys, he just likes to hang out in Felwood and take out people that have buffs. All these guys. That's what all these guys are doing. They're leaving me alone because I'm just a little level 55. But if you have buffs and you're in Felwood, they are going to take you out. That's why he's hanging around that tree, like nice and tight. So you come around with buffs, he's coming after you. He's chased my warrior down a couple times. We've had some battles, me and that Zhao guy. But it's a rainy day in Felwood, guys. The Alliance are out on the hunt, trying to make sure that the Horde do not get their buffs. It seems like the Alliance are becoming more aggressive. I remember when I started this Let's Play, I always would say that this was a Horde-dominated server. But as time has gone by, the Alliance they've pushed back, and they clearly grief us a lot more now. I don't know, it just seems like that. But I still think that the Horde has numbers. It's just feels like the Alliance are a little bit more active in griefing, especially for world buffs. I was at Dire Mall North yesterday, and I have a friend who summons our guildmates, and just other people in general, behind the teleport, behind the instance. And the way you do that is you get feared past the door, the instance door, or the thing that like you jump into to get into the instance. And when you get feared behind it, it's like a safe spot to summon people, because it's hard to get into. But the thing is, the Alliance knew that as well, and they started fearing their guys in there. And we had a little war yesterday with the Alliance behind the Dire Mall Porto. So the fights get interesting, especially during Dark Moon Fair week. But here we are. We're back at Jadenar. It's hard to see because it's raining out. This forest is like, I don't know, it's really dark and gloomy when it's raining. You could imagine how mad you would be if you like lost your buffs. It's raining. You've had some people in my guild raging today about it. About how much of a pain it is to get all your world buffs. Especially with all these griefers out and about. But it is what it is. It's the price you gotta pay for full world buffs. It sucks, but it is what it is. So we're in Jadenar. I think we have, do we have the canteen? There's the canteen. So we gotta fill that at the moon well we seen yesterday, which is right up there. Having an easy time against these cultists. Also might check out a village today, guys. And we might get a new flight point. I'll show you guys another location for songflowers. It's a good spot to get a songflower, but the problem with it is that it's one of the most popular horde spots, so the Alliance love to camp it with their priests and to spell people, so I don't really recommend going there to get your buffs, especially if you're on a server that's got a lot of griefing on it, like Faralina. So here we are at the Moonwell. We should probably heal ourselves up before we use this canteen. I guess we'll jump into this corrupted Moonwell. We'll take the Moonwell sample. And there we go. And that's a pretty easy quest. Just go back to Jadenar. It's actually much easier than the last quest we did. And all you have to do is just fill up the canteen. We'll slay a couple more of these guys while we make our way out. And then I'll head over to this village that we're going to. So I'm getting attacked by an adept now as well. Also found out some interesting stuff about TBC. Supposedly, if you're in some classes, if they're in Nax gear, can actually do Karazhan and like the tier 4 raids quite easily, which I find to be interesting. It's gonna make me wonder if I should how easy TBC is gonna be if you just exfer your character over from Classic. You really won't even have to grind dungeons, I don't think. I'm playing a warrior tank. There'll probably be some gear that I have to get out of dungeons, but I think the Nax gear is going to be pretty good. So let's move up here. There's those oozes. I actually need to slay a bunch of those guys. I'm actually looking for this ooze river. Got a doggy on us. Yeah, there's this river I gotta find. I think it's right here. But yeah, supposedly if you have Nax gear, a lot of classes will be able to or hold their weight, I guess you could say, in TBC for tier 4 raid, which is Karazhan, so it's good to know. Makes the grind through Nax even more worth it. Because I think they are going to let us transfer our characters. I don't think they're going to force you to level up again, which is something I wouldn't mind doing because I enjoy the leveling in WoW. Majority of people hate it because they've done it so many times, which I understand. A lot of my guildmates aren't huge fans of it, but I don't know, I enjoy it. So here we go. Brakar. Got a new flight point, guys, right here. This little village. I don't even know what they call it. But they got a little camp here. And this is where the Songflower is. Right here. And see that? We got a priest. Dwarf priest right here. He's just hanging out. Waiting for somebody to get a buff. I don't understand how people do that. It always blows my mind how you can just sit there for hours on end and just wait for a Songflower to go off. Or somebody with buffs to walk by your dead corpse so you can just spawn and dispel them. I never knew, I don't know, I just couldn't get it. I understand doing that once, you're like, yeah, I got payback, but you're not gaining really anything. All you're doing is just, it's a lose-lose situation in my eyes. One, you're wasting your time. You're not gaining anything. Except for, like, the joy of dispelling someone. And then the person you're dispelling, you're just pissing off. It's a double negative in my eyes. But to each their own. You know? But I understand why people do it. I have been dispelled and I've been slain multiple times. And when it happens, you get angry and you think to yourself, "Hey, you know what? I'm gonna get this guy back. I'm gonna dispel the alliance. I'm gonna get a priest, level him up." My inventory's full. Oh no. Guess we'll have this roasted quail. But yeah, I have to slay these slimes for another quest, so I should start collecting Fellwood slime samples. It looks like they put a debuff on you called Infected Wound. Physical damage taken is increased by 11. It's not good to have. I haven't been ganked yet. I have to fight another slime here. Then we'll make our way back to Greta Mosshoof. Yeah, I like Fellwood. I like it. It's a cool zone. It's one thing they did right in Classic, making like zones that have stuff that you want, and like creates, you know, people get attracted to being in these zones. Creates little battles between the factions. As much as people hate world buffs really creates action in the game. It was a good thing that they added. I think it was good, but they ended up taking it out, and it makes sense because for like majority of the player base, getting world buffs is a real pain. And some of our raiders in our guild even get anxiety because of how much of a pain it is to get. Because you could end up spending like 2 to 3 hours just getting world buffs, if somebody like dispels you or you get griefed, which happens occasionally. So I understand why it can become a pain. There's a 60 gnome warrior. It's all 60s here, guys. So I'm the small fish in this pond. That's for sure. The majority of these, there's that Jiao Lao Pal. He's hunting people down, going from songflower to songflower. But the good thing about it is he's finding PvP. That's what he's getting out of it. Jiao Plow, like, he PvPs. I don't hate on guys like that. He's looking to PvP with people. If you lose to him in a battle, hey man, it's fair and square. You lost your world buffs. He is playing the best 1v1 class in the game, which is a warlock. But it is what it is. It's the way I look at it. We should have probably sold some stuff while we were out in the world there. We were at that village. Maybe we'll go back another time. Our bags are full again. That was a pretty easy quest. Looks like we're gonna have to collect a lot of these corrupted Fellwood samples. Supposedly I only need 5. And I have 2 right now, but I assume I have to get a better sample. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. There he is, Zhao Pao. We're gonna get on him, guys. Let's get revenge on him. How's he ice blocking? That's right. Get out of here, Zhao Pao. Look at those dots on me. Look at how much damage those dots are doing, dude. Dots are doing tons of damage. It's gonna be back soon too. Like the res point's really so close. Help me, dude. Help me, Mr. Hunter. Thank you so much. Thank you, Mr. Hunter. Alright, well, let's get out of here. Looks like those guys are trying to get the Songflower in the south. There's Hariku. Should we hunt Hariku down? No. He's gone. Damn. He's like our level too. He's 53, pretty
Who
close.
wish to speak?
All right, collection of the corrupt water. Once we have the waters from the moon well, we will purify it and use it to extinguish the braziers of protection within Shadow Hold. That should allow me ample time to see into the chambers even deeper and discern who actually leads this cult. I pray the Earth Mother is with us. This will do nicely, Flight Carrier. Now all we have to do, besides apply the waters to the brazier, is to have it purified. That should not be difficult. It should only require a little travel. Hopefully we can do this quickly. Now, looks like we might be in for a little bit of traveling soon. Got a decent amount of XP for that. Not too shabby. But that is the end of the episode, guys. As always, thanks for watching. Keep your heads up. Later.